Tell me you don't give a me right now. On some real shit, I swear to God, I walk away.
I never said I didn't give a. You know I care about you. Ricky, stop.
Tell me.
Stop. Chill
No,
out.
tell
Chill
me.
out, bro.
No, tell me right mother now.
No, I'm
on some
telling
real
you.
Shit.
Good morning, 318 family.
Pooh and
Honey.
Pooh.
Honey. All right, so those of y'all that don't know, 318, it stands for three words, one meaning, 8 letters. I love you. That was her brother's. He passed away through senseless violence. So he had a clothing line. So that's why we decided to name y'all, all of our supporters, 318 family, Fambino. 318 family. Yes, Fambino stands for family. Okay, so first, before we get into the video, we want to thank all of y'all for taking the time out to watch, to support us, you know what I'm saying?
And to get to know us.
Yes, so this video that we're about to watch is about 2 young ladies that had an incident, and one of them recorded the incident that was between both of them, and then we were able to find a second video where she explains what happened during the incident and what happened after the incident. Some of you might have seen this video. I believe this happened some years ago. You know, we haven't seen it. So hopefully if you have seen it, you'll still stick around and watch it with us. If not, we understand, you know. And those of y'all who have not seen it and are going to stick around and watch it with us, either way, we truly appreciate y'all support and y'all time. We will ask y'all, if you stick around and watch it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and comment, you know.
And come on and join this 318
family. Yes, we really
and take this journey with us.
Yes, we know. If y'all have watched the other video, this has been a dream of ours. You know, both of us still work. We'll be on our way to work after this video, but you know, our goal is to one day be able to wake up every day and do the things we love, and be able to, you know, get paid, you know, from it. So thank you. It's no words that can describe how much we do appreciate y'all support, and we want to send positive energy, good vibes from us to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a beautiful day. Want to our understanding, one of the young ladies on the video may no longer be with us. We like to say, you know, rest in peace to her. You know, we want to send up for her family, healing wishes, healing energy out to her family, and prayers, and even to the young lady that's still here. You know, we don't know too much about the situation as of yet, but we want to send healing and positive energy out to you as well. You know, so
love on your loved ones.
Love on your loved ones. That's right, honey. Yes, love on your loved ones. Matter of fact, love on strangers. You know, when you walking past a person, it's nothing to speak how you doing today. You never know, it could change their life. It could change their day. You don't know how much that may mean to them. You know, just like y'all hitting that like and that subscribe and comment, that mean a lot to us, you know. It really, 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 really do. We hoping that y'all gonna take this journey with us. Y'all are taking this journey with us. But either way, we wish y'all love and sending plenty of positive energy from us to y'all.
Positive vibes.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so let's go ahead and
tell me you don't give me right now. On some real shit, I swear to God, I walk away.
I never said I didn't give a. You know I care about you. Ricky, stop.
Tell me.
Stop.
Chill out.
Chill out, bro.
No, tell me right mother now.
No, I'm telling you.
Shit.
I'm telling you.
So you tell me you don't give a.
I'm telling you that I care about you. You know this.
On some real shit. Tell me right now.
What are you doing? Why did you just do that?
No, tell me on some real shit. I don't give a.
Why did you just do that?
Tell me on some real shit. You don't give a.
Ricky, I never said I didn't give a fuck.
Tell me on some real shit. Like, you don't give a fuck.
I don't. Why are you upset? Like, I don't. What did I say?
Because I'm upset because I love you.
But what did I say to you? What did I say to make you upset?
Because you made everything that made me upset.
What did I say to you? I
No,
came
on
all
some
the way
real
over
shit.
here to be.
On some real shit. Tell me right now you don't give a about me. You don't care nothing about me. I mean, you don't care nothing about me.
I came all the way over here
Tell
to
me.
drink with you and
Right.
chill with you, and now
Right.
you're doing this
Okay,
stupid
you're
shit.
not doing
like
that.
you slamming around like this shit is. I'm
And
not
that's
with
cool.
none of this shit, bro.
And I pay for it.
Okay, it don't matter. Like this shit is not gonna make me stay. Like seeing this side of you is not gonna whatever.
It's not gonna make you stay.
Whatever you trying to do is not gonna
make me
work.
stay.
Like I'm not. We are friends. Like I done told you this. I love you. I care about you. But at the end of the day, we cannot be together. Like
why?
Look at how you act. Bro.
Why?
Look at what you doing.
Why?
Look at the shit that you doing.
No, don't touch me.
Look at the shit that you
No,
doing.
don't touch
This is
me.
why.
That's why.
I'm answering you. You're answering your question right now.
So it sounds like to me that right now it's two females arguing, the one recording. She must have hit record in the middle of the argument. Maybe she felt something was gonna happen or something. The other young lady, she might have sound her voice like she could have been drinking or something, and it sounds like, you know, what you think so far, honey? I just know in a situation like this, when it's getting heated like that, it's best to.
You can tell that she's upset. She's
very upset. It's best to separate yourself.
Sometimes it's good to step away,
Wait,
take a
to
breather,
breathe.
then revisit the situation.
Because we've been together for years. We've had our share of arguments, disagreements, and fights.
Our relationship.
I mean, it depends if your relationship if you've been in a relationship for a while. We was young when we first got together, so domestic violence wasn't a thing, So yes, we did. We had our fights, physical fights, not because we didn't love each other, but because we didn't know.
And we were still growing.
Yep, and we
learning each other.
And we didn't know the proper way of being in a relationship. It didn't come with a healthy relationship. So I mean, when it get to this point, you may want to try to separate yourself. Give y'all time to breathe, and it don't sound like they may not be in a relationship or what, but we're gonna continue watching to see what's going on.
This shit. Like
you never gave a me when you find out about me and Jason. You never give a fuck. On some real shit. You never gave a fuck about me. If you did, you would be here.
What are you?
You would be here with me.
Like,
cause somebody that lost somebody, you would be here regardless.
I do love you.
No matter what goes on, you would be here with me.
I'm trying to be your friend. Like, we have not been in a relationship ever.
Right. And I'll try to show you that I want to be in a relationship with you.
But I've been telling you since day one, I don't want a relationship right now. And I told you that we need to stop doing shit that people in relationships do because it's not going nowhere.
Okay.
So chill out. Like.
So there you go. Boom. So basically, she told her she didn't want a relationship, but they proceeded to do things that people in a relationship do. So what's that doing? Sending what? Mixed signals. Yup, mixed signals. So you tell it's okay. You tell a person that you don't want to be in a relationship with them, but then you turn around and y'all doing certain things, so that's kind of leading up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you tell them you don't want to be with them, y'all got to stop now. Maybe they might. Now it depends. You know what I'm saying? This allegedly we going about what she say. We don't. As we watching, she may have. They may have started doing things, and then she told her, "Hey, I don't want to be in a relationship. We should stop doing this. We're going to just be friends." So it could have went that way too. It may not have went where, she told her from the start, "Hey, I don't want to be in a relationship," but then they kept doing stuff. So if they just started messing around doing stuff, and then she came out and said, "Hey, look, we need to stop this because I don't want a relationship. I don't want to lead you on any further." So then, you came much for her. Then she mentioned somebody named Jason. Then, so it's another, hopefully we'll find out more about who Jason is.
calm down, fix your shit,
I ain't gotta fix.
like relax, like
What the fucking man?
why are you doing it?
Because
bro?
I'm so mad at you.
I didn't do shit to you though.
You
Like,
pissed me the off. Like, no, bitch, don't play me.
bro, stop.
No, don't play me. I don't give a hit me. I swear to God, I hit you back.
I'm not hitting. You're hitting me.
No, I'm not playing with you.
Can I sit down, bro?
No.
Bro, watch
Because you
out,
think
bro.
that I give a fuck about you.
So she left. Go
It
ahead.
seems to me like it's like she getting a kick out of it, like she not taking this serious. This other female, she's very upset, as you can hear and see. So what is so funny?
Yeah, and that's too. You have to be. She could be laughing and trying to calm the situation, or if you got to be careful with that when somebody else is upset, you know what I'm saying, laughing, or we don't know really what she feeling, and if she trying to calm it, or if she
And
getting a
that can
kick out.
trigger and makes things
It's
worse.
worse, yeah. Or if she getting a kick out, obviously, old girl may have been drinking. I don't know, but I think she mentioned some alcohol. I don't know, but she came to kick it. So you have to be careful. Obviously the other female is very upset. So I know if I'm upset and I'm talking to you and you laughing, I'm gonna take it as it may antagonize me. Now it's different with me because I have my own child,
Like
and
you're not taking it
it's
up.
serious. So
Yeah.
what about the same way with you? If I'm laughing,
I'm not. I'm gonna feel like that. It's funny. My feelings is funny to you, and you're not taking serious what I'm telling you.
okay, you're right.
Like, you think that I fucking care about you. Why are you doing this?
I promise you, I'm about to call the police. Like, you're doing the most.
Am I?
Like, I can't do this shit.
Is that what you want to do?
Like this, look at this.
So I'm super caring about you.
I'm not. Oh my God.
No, be
should-
honest. I'm super caring about you.
No, I'm stupid for bringing you liquor, bro. Like, I should have never done that.
You ain't got to bring me a goddamn thing. I can do it on my own.
Okay, but I should have never came over here, bro. If
No.
I knew, like.
Because I wanted that. Like, I wanted to see where you
And
was.
look what you doing now that I'm here. You keep saying, you keep confirming that you know that it's nothing between us, and then you act like everything is
No,
cool.
you act like that.
You pretend that everything is okay. You lure me over here, and then you do this, like you crying and all up, like you all in my
I
face.
care about
You keep
you.
trying to fight me. You pushing me and shit.
Because I care about you.
That's what you do when you care about somebody. You try to beat on them. That's not what love is, bro. Like, what the I'm just trying to go home. No, bro, I'm just trying to go home so that to prevent anything from going wrong, bro.
Anything for what, Cam?
So we found this next video clip of the girl giving an explanation of what was taking place during that video that we just watched. So I haven't seen it, but I found it, on the girl TikTok channel, and basically she's supposed to be explaining what's going on between her and the other female, and it's supposed to be some other information about what happened later on that evening. All right, so we're about to check that out.
Oh, okay. Right now I'm about to clear up some confusion that I may have caused. Answer the most frequent questions I've seen in the comments, and please don't be mistaken, I'm not answering this for y'all. I'm answering this because the family and mother and her loved ones might have these questions as well. First of all, when I posted this video originally, I mistakenly hashtagged BPD. Upon reading the comments and doing some better research, I discovered that is not.
And BPD is borderline personality disorder. That's one of the things I was diagnosed with. Some people, you can also have be bipolar disorder. So if she has some mental issues, it did sound like she may have been a little inebriated, but it could have also been mental issues because your voice can slur or stutter, and it could be mistaken for being inebriated when you're going through some type of mental episode. So that may explain a lot as well if she has mental disorder. then mixed with the feeling, with the emotions of maybe, her wanting something further with uh this young lady. Um, I'm believing that it says she passed, so the young lady that that passed, that's another thing. She might have wanted some more. Then with her mental disorders, and then the alcohol, all of those things mixed up could we don't know. I don't know how she passed yet. Let's continue to watch.
The correct abbreviation for her diagnosis. Okay, so BPD is short for borderline personality disorder. That was not her diagnosis. That was my mistake. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, type 2, manic depression, and psychosis. So, people that are talking about BPD are not wrong. I put that in the hashtags on accident. Second thing, we were not in a relationship. This woman identified as straight when I met her. Who is Jason?
Wow. Bam. That's big. So now you add bipolar disorder. You add the fact that she's identified as straight. So now she's meeting this woman that obviously they doing things she having feelings for. So just alone that stage of her going through those emotions that she got for this female when she been, and you can relate to that because when you thinking about the fact you identify as straight, and then all of a sudden you start this girl trying to talk to you and you reject it, but then you found yourself starting to have feelings for her, and you went through a slew of emotions, right? Not understanding, questioning yourself. Well, you can speak for yourself.
I went through that when I first started messing with girls initially.
Yeah, and you went through your emotion. You was confused.
Not knowing if what I was feeling was right. I'm like, this is a girl. Is these feelings right?
Is they real or
Is
right?
it real?
When you worry about was it right, meaning right, like worry about if it's right or wrong, or is they correct?
Is they correct?
Like are your feelings real
towards a girl?
Yeah. So
it was scary too.
Yeah, and
because I never messed with a girl.
So, so that she going through that, then plus her disorders, and then on top of that, now she might have now start doing something. She caught feelings, and now this girl don't want to be in a relationship. Then add in the alcohol, so there's so many levels. And
it could be devastating.
Yes,
not knowing the relationship that she previously just got out of with the male.
Yeah, and then being that I throughout high school and stuff, almost all of the girls that I messed with, they identified as straight. Now, don't get me wrong, it won't that like I just went after girls that identified as straight. I just talked like whoever I liked, I would let them know, and it was up to them whether they decided to. I respected them decision. Yeah, if they didn't, then that's fine, But I know that a lot of them went through a lot of confusion because they was always straight. They always was been attracted to males. Now, how is it? I'm attracted to this female? What is this? Does this mean? The biggest thing, does this mean I'm gay? I'm not gay. That this young lady, I could imagine what she feel. Yeah, I could imagine. And then on top of that, with the bipolar disorder, I mean, wow. So now it's bringing a lot more clarity into this, how this situation and her response, the way she responded, because it sounded like she wasn't trying to let her leave or
she was stopping her from
leaving. Yeah, that's what it sounds.
And she said she was gonna call the police.
Yeah, so she can leave. So she said she can leave. They did. Yeah, you did. You heard that part. Yeah, when she said she was gonna stop her from leaving. Yeah, she was gonna call the police. So obviously, even though she was laughing, that tells me that she was laughing, probably trying to lighten the situation. She was truly afraid. Two things must to tell me she was truly afraid. It's because she started recording, and then another thing is that she said she was gonna call the police. So her laughing it off, she probably tried to lighten the situation, like like why also why you so upset? Because sometimes when a person upset and you get upset and you started
Being
aggressive or just giving them that negative energy back, two negative energies going towards each other, you can't. I mean, what good is that gonna be? If I'm upset, it's better for you to come off positive, and because
to lighten the situation.
lighten the situation, because you can. And I think that's what she was trying to do. Trying to lighten the situation. I'm pretty sure that by the time she got there, she said the girl pretended. You always do this. You pretend like everything okay. You lure me over here, and then you act like, well, did she? I don't know if she said she act like that before, but she said you lure me over here. Yeah, comment in the comment section, because I believe that's what I heard. Something about you act like everything okay. You know what I'm saying? So whether the girl had lured her over there or what, we're gonna see. Let's just keep watching.
I can't say everything that I know about him because it's not my place to. But Jason is the father of her then 7-year-old son, who also lived 2 houses, 3 houses away from her. Now, I didn't find anything out about him. I don't know what she was talking about with that, unless she was trying to tell me something. Why did you keep going over there? You was playing with her. You was leading her on. You should have left it alone. Why didn't you leave? You should have. We hadn't seen each other in almost 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, and we had limited our messages. Like I said, we cut back. Why were you laughing? I tried to explain part of that in the caption, but taking accountability for one of the times that I laughed, it was not out of nervousness. It was when I asked her, what did I say to make you upset? And she said, because you make everything that makes me upset. I'm sorry, that was funny to me. Because like I said, later on you'll understand when I was saying that she just was saying incoherent stuff before the video started. That kind of made me think something was actually wrong. And again, I did not know about this diagnosis before this video.
Wow. So that's another thing. So now we looking at her not knowing. So she laughing, like, because when she first said it, when she said something like, "Could you make everything like if you not knowing what's going
was a little
funny?" Yeah, it was. But she might have thinking she drunk and she left. And
yeah, because she said something. I should have never brought the liquor over.
Yeah, at least she being honest and saying that time I thought it was funny, because even me, I was about to laugh when she said it, not knowing, I'm just thinking she drunk, she talking, what I'm saying, and plus she didn't know her diagnosis, so that's another thing as well. You know what I'm saying, when dealing with somebody. So hopefully we don't know how long they was dealing with each other or whatever. So
she said she been some weeks where she kind of like
they stopped. Yeah, I guess that's because she told her, I don't want to see.
And we just
friends. So she took 3 weeks thinking everything was good. They limited their texts and stuff like that. I can't
she
say.
didn't want to lead her on.
Yeah, so she wanted to make sure. And plus, when you break up or you decide that you got 2 people decide they're not gonna be on that level no more, but they decide they can still be friends. We never. I don't plan us to ever break up. But if it was we gonna always be. Ain't going nowhere but to the grocery store and the work. No, I'm just saying. But look at that beautiful smile. Look at that. She rarely showed that big, beautiful smile. And that was so beautiful. I'm talking about with teeth.
Get back to the teeth.
I'm always trying my big teeth, even though I'm going back there. I don't care.
And you still think. So we don't.
Not too much. That's her word. Not too much.
Not too much.
What, honey? Not too much.
Not too much.
All right, look. So Yeah, so when it is best to put some space between y'all so y'all can just get used to the fact of it'll make it easier, you know what I'm saying, to transition to just friends.
Taken. I found out after she passed. Why did I bring more alcohol over there? We met at a job. She had gotten laid off, and I got laid off like 10 days after that. Before we had gotten laid off, we already decided that we needed to chill. Like, this woman was straight. She has a son. She hit me up saying she was sad about losing the job and that she was feeling strange and she didn't want to be at home alone. She just wanted to have a couple drinks. On Thursday, she was like, okay, I'll have some liquor by then. I was like, all right, I will too. So, of course, we met up. I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna go over there and tell a couple jokes, you know what I'm saying? Make sure she good, type shit. When I arrived, she was already approaching her limit. But I don't know her limit, she does. So I said, you know what's up, I'm here, let's take a shot. I took my shot, I sat down on the couch. She sat down on a separate couch and we started talking. She turned on music through the TV and it was playing on a sound bar. Both of those were on top of a mantle with photos and everything above a fireplace. And she was just kind of saying incoherent stuff to anything that I said. What you been doing? Did you watch the new episode of Good Girls? I think is what we were watching at the time. She was like, no, I just don't think so. I just don't think so right now. I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, she's just probably drunk. So I'm chilling on the other couch. She turned on the music. I think I already said that. So music is playing and then she tried to get up to approach me on the other couch and dance. I declined and I stood up. And I was like, come on now, you know that's not why I'm over here. Like, I thought you were upset. I came here to, you know, make sure you good. Come check up on you. I'm not trying to do that. And she was like, what? I'm like, nah, for real. You know, I'm smiling. I'm like, nah, for real. Like, chill. Like, we not doing that. Like, again, we both agreed to stop doing, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And we had stopped for weeks. I hadn't seen her prior to this day in person. You don't care about me? Tell me right now. I'm like, huh? She was like, you don't want me? You never wanted me. Why can't I dance on you? You know I love to dance. And she starts crying. And she was like, you know what? Just leave. Just go. I grabbed my mother keys. Y'all, I'm scared. The moment I grabbed those keys, that was it. And I tried to step toward the door, physical. I remember a point I had gotten out of the door and she was grabbing me by the hoodie I had on. And she was like, man, the neighbors out here, you embarrassing me, get back in here so we can talk. Wasn't no neighbors outside, y'all, sorry, it wasn't. She has a hold of my hoodie, pulled me back in. When I got in the house, pushing me, trying to swing, telling me to fight her and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, not trying to fight you. Like, I don't understand where all of this is coming from. Oh, I mean, I did because I was sticking to my boundaries of us trying to remain platonic. Pushed me down on the couch. And that's when I was like, oh my God, I'm in a movie. Like, pull my phone out, started recording. Now, the crash that you hear before she says, tell me, was the TV, the sound bar, and everything on that mantle. So she took from her hands and went from left to right and swiped everything from that mantle. Right after this video stopped, she was like, when she said, prevent what, Kat? I'm like, prevent anything from going wrong. Like, I've been having bad dreams about you trying to burn the trailer down and harm both of us, blah, blah, blah. She said, you know what? Got out of my face, went to the back room. I'm talking about stomping, tantrum, straight to the back room. Baby, I was out the door. I didn't know what else to do. I was already trying to leave. Y'all keep saying I should have left. Y'all keep saying I should have never went over there. I was trying to support my friend, bro. She wasn't blowing me up with messages and, you know, still trying to figure out where I was. I was like, okay, I guess she, you know, the case. Side note, this was in 2019. I was 23. She was 33. It was raining. She got in the car, I guess trying to come after me, like come in the direction that she knew that I would be going. Speeding in the rain, no shoes on, a shirt and underwear. She went off the side of the road, flipped a couple times, and was ejected through the windshield. Or I think a day later, the coroner called me. He was like, "Hey, I'm calling about the deceased. Did you work with her? Somebody said they seen your car there 30 minutes before she passed. Do you know why she would be in a rush like that? She didn't have on any clothes. Why, what happened?" After that, I start scrolling through my phone, through my call log. I found her mother's number just to check on her because I knew she had gotten the news because Jason appeared to the scene. So he did see. He saw it. I didn't see it. She was like, "What did you do to my daughter?" She said, "Jason saw your car there. He said you were there. He said the house was trash. He said stuff was thrown everywhere." Oh, Lord, y'all. I froze up. I wanted to call her and try to console her and tell her everything was okay. She was like, "Everything is not okay. My daughter is..." And when she said that, broke down crying. And then she was crying. I couldn't bring myself to tell her what actually happened. Like, no, the family has never seen this video. The family...
The mother soon after never said the number. I lost contact with the mother soon after and never seen them. And that's the thing. She had a video proving that she did nothing to her daughter.
She didn't touch her.
None of that. But see, she didn't, she didn't even, because it appeared to me that she didn't even know that the girl was unalive. Once she left, I guess she thought the girl just went on and went to bed or stayed there. Because, of course, and she did the right thing, because if you stopping off going to your back room, even if
she already been
the boys she be going back there to get, and she been drinking, she didn't know nothing about the mental health thing, so, and if you strolling through the phone and had her mama number, so y'all had some contact, like, seemed like y'all had, like, some history. Y'all had some history. So if y'all had that type of history where y'all may have talked to each other family or some of you knew her mom, you had the mama
they
them
was friends.
Yeah, then somebody should have, I feel as though somebody should have said something. She should have said something about her mental health. Sometimes I know how it is to be embarrassed. But guys, if you're gonna be with people or dealing with people that's getting serious to the point they got your mother's phone number,
And I probably would have reached out after I left. I'd reached out to her. People like, "Your daughter's very upset. Like, she was really acting out of character. So maybe I need to call and check on her. Go check on her."
Yeah, but see, yeah, she probably think that, but she probably won't even think. She probably just thinking she was strong, like she gonna go sleep at all. But my point is this: the point I'm trying to make is this: if you have suffered mental health challenges and you getting serious with a person, y'all spend a lot of time together.
Make them aware
Of it, yes, because situations like this can happen. She may would have handled it different. She may not have left her alone. She may would have made that phone call, like you said, when she left. She might would have left to make sure she was safe, but made that phone call. She was okay. She might have not have let it drag on in there. She might have would have just went on and called the police, to get her some help. So she wasn't aware. She said, and that's anybody. I feel like if you coming over there to be able to hang out with a friend and they already been drinking, she said she seemed like she already reached her limit, but I don't know her limit. So I said, "Come on, let's take a shot." But she said it appeared she had reached her limit. My thing is this, that's anybody. She just thinking she drunk. She don't know nothing. I'm pretty sure she thinking, obviously, she either met her mom or talked to her mom at some point. If she had her mom's phone number, if she had this young lady's mom's phone number, so I don't know. The mom, it won't really her responsibility, but guys, we have to be. I say this to say we have to be more responsible. Because I know I've had episodes, and if she didn't know before we even knew what it was, um, we always knew something won't. She knew some. We just knew something was. I was off. I was different. You trying to say I was off? I'm off. I'm just joking. Um, we joke around. The more y'all get to know us, y'all gonna know our personality. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So, it's I just if you spending time with a person, just make them aware, because I know what mental health, they sometimes they constantly calibrating your medications, and during that time you could go through more episodes. Or she had I believe manic mania. I have that, but she had got bipolar with manic episodes. Yeah, so that's all connected. You can be bipolar but with the manic episodes. But I think they said she had a hallucination. I think, if I'm wrong, but I think that's what she said. Or I I'm sorry, guys. I think that's what it was. I know the mania portion, the manic, because I have manic episodes. I've had several. I mean, throughout the years, 21 years, the going from here to here and talking and being incohesive, not understanding what I'm saying, not making sense, and things like that. So I understand, and I can imagine this must have been scary for her.
Per se didn't blame me, but the way that the mother was asking the questions, I felt like she thought that there was some foul play, which in some of y'all's opinion there was. Somebody said she'd still be alive if you didn't go over there. Somebody said, why would you keep playing with her emotions like that? Y'all, thank God I have had counseling and dealt with this, because boy, y'all would have broke me down. After this all happened, every car that passed that looked like hers, I was checking to see if it was her. I was having dreams, and not the same dreams, but she was saying the same thing in different dreams. I'm not. It was my self-conscious, because the last time I saw her, she was alive. But yeah, I was like, oh no, I gotta go do something. So I did. A lot of things have changed in my life since. I am married now. I don't blame myself. I don't think that anything I could have done would have changed the situation, other than, like y'all said, just staying home. I was aware of what type of doors this would open by posting this, so I'm cool. I mean, I have been deleting comments of y'all calling her crazy and obsessed and all this other stuff, because, again, taking accountability, we were doing stuff that people in relationships do, and not just intercourse. Meeting each other's families. I was at a parent-teacher conference for her son, spending time together every day. She met my mother, two of my siblings. She came to eat after like a Sunday dinner at my people's house. Like, all of those are things that people in relationships do. That's not just the S word. I thought we were on the same page. I thought we knew we're just friends, but apparently in her mind, it wasn't that. But that's the story time of that night. So thank y'all for sharing awareness about y'all's disorders and things that y'all have been through. I see y'all helping each other out in the comments. I love that. But yeah, that's just...
Okay, so now, as far as that go, they had met each other family. She was going to a parent-teacher conference, so I'm just gonna put it out there. She should have been told. Yeah, she should have been told, made aware of leading on, and then that's my. We here to have our opinion. Everybody got an opinion. She felt as though that, especially if at the beginning you said you didn't want a relationship, then you could do these things as a friend to be there as a friend. They could be friends too. So, they could you could friends do that for each other. But then when you add in the touching and the kissing and the S and all that, probably holding hands and if they all that, yes, that's more like a
Being
relation.
parents and
Yeah, but okay, but what I'm saying is that could be friends as well. You can meet your friends' parents, but so we're looking at two situations.
and I'm also looking at it as a female. I know how easy it is for a female to catch fit.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you
You know
mean
what I'm
about
saying?
yeah,
And females are very emotional.
especially when she's just the first girl she's
Yes.
dealing with, but this what I'm
And
saying.
the attention that she was giving to her, like we don't know the attention that she
Yeah,
really was giving her.
her and was that it was, and she kept admitted it. I gotta agree with you. She admitted it. It was like a relationship. They won't just meet friend family like, hey, this my new friend.
Yeah.
I want to go. I'm gonna go with you to a parent teacher conference. Usually, a parent teacher conference, two parents
Right.
go.
The child's involved.
Yeah, and that's why I had a rule. This was on rule before I met her. Girls that I dealt with, I didn't get close to their children. I didn't because I knew I was not looking for a relationship. I wasn't even looking for I was looking for, and maybe a couple times if it was worth a few times. And I'm just being real with y'all. So I'm not gonna.
But you kept it
Real. Yeah, I'm not gonna include
first date.
yeah, a child. Even when I had stayed with a female peer, for a short, brief time, and her child was there, she wanted me to babysit. So I had ended up getting my best friend at the time came over. So and it won't that I was trying to be rude or nothing, not trying to connect to the young man. I just thought about his feelings. I didn't want to lead him and him get used to that. And I knew that it won't gonna be that. I was not I won't there. I was there for a good time, but not for a long time. That's what it was. So I didn't want to lead, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, but on the flip side, I feel like she should have been made aware. Like she should have, and maybe the girl was scared. Maybe she was embarrassed. I was embarrassed to even, let my mom know. My dad, he does was PTSD, so it was more. But when I was younger, it was different. But now, as years, it's more now in the years we are now, in the time we are now, it's more awareness. But I separated myself from my family and stuff a lot. And sometimes I still do because um, the fear of having some type of episode or a panic attack or something like that. I'm getting better with it. What I'm saying, since it's happened at work a couple of times, and it was an outpouring of love and support. So it is that initial embarrassment because you don't want people to see you like that. Look at you a different way. Like she said, people in the comments was saying the girl crazy. That's why this video was kind of heavy. So we like high frequency. So again, we want to send out positive energy and positive vibrations from us to you guys to have a beautiful day. And with each video, what we want to do from each video, learn, right?
Yes.
That's what it's all about, learning for continuous growth, infinite growth. So, what is one of the lessons you think we could take away from this video, honey?
You just need to be careful and make sure everything y'all have understanding. Everything is out in the open from the jump.
Yeah.
And don't lead a person on.
Yeah. And so
get to know the person that you're dealing with. Get to talk. Communication is everything. Even in a friendship, communication is everything. Because maybe if they did more talking, really getting to know each other, a lot of things could be prevented.
Yeah, because even if it was just being friends, communication with her being aware that she had these diagnoses, so she can handle the situation. And it's just our opinions on that. We all have our own opinion. All our opinions not going to always agree. We're not going to always agree. Me and her don't always agree. But I respect her opinion. I respect her right to have her own opinion. Just like I respect you guys' right to have your own opinion. And that's how conversations get started. And that's how change comes about. But we have to respect each other. It's not about an argument. It's not to say your opinion wrong, because a way a person feels and the way a person perceives something is not wrong because they don't perceive it the way you perceive it. So we're gonna. That's one thing I want us to do here. 318 is I love you. Everything that comes out of love is great and it's good and it's wonderful. And the love and respect for the other people's rights and feelings. So in the comment section, we want to start a conversation about this. How do y'all feel about this? What do y'all think? Were some lessons done different? Could have been done different. No, who's to say that it wouldn't happen? One thing I want to get clear: in no way, and I believe this is what my honey says. No way is she blaming this young lady, thinking that it was anything that she did that caused this young lady's unaliving. And right?
Yeah, right. Absolutely right.
Because when she just saying in general, don't leave people home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you know this is not something you want, and then getting
this is not your intentions.
Don't just, like when she got there, she stayed stuck to her intentions. She held her ground. Basically, no, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. With the laughter and stuff, the girl might have thought it was a flirtation. It's so many observations and things, not observations. It's so many variables in the situation that's unknown and unknown. So that's unknown. So just from what we know, I just say I wish the young lady positive energy, good vibes, plenty of blessings and success in the future. And again, rest in peace to the young lady who got to be careful with your words with YouTube, who passed away, and we send healing and love to her family, to her mother, to her family, to her children. Because that's one thing we have to really look at, that there's children. I know that children that no longer has their mother with them. That yes. So we want to send plenty of love and blessings and positive energy to that family, So thank you again for watching. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. It don't take but a second.
Y'all take a few minutes to check us out.
Yes, and watching to the end. It don't take much to hit that like button, hit subscribe. It goes a long way to us, and we strongly and greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate it.
We are greatly appreciate it.
We're going to continue to drop consistent content with our jobs and our lives, other things we have going on. But we have, this is something we want to do, so we're going to do it all the way, and we're going to drop consistent content for you guys. This is supposed to be...
Because we always got something going on.
Yep, and this is a reaction channel. So, it's supposed to be a reaction channel, so that's what we're going to do, reaction. We don't know if we're going to have other things on this channel. So, but anyway, till next time, we love y'all, Fambino 318 family.
Like, comment,
subscribe. What? Subscribe. What? Subscribe. One more time. What? Subscribe. We love y'all.
We out.